Hello and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I fancy doing something a little bit more fun, colourful and a little bit creative. I was kind of scrolling through Instagram. I was trying to find a certain picture for Jamie and I realised I used to do quite colourful looks, a little bit creative, but I don't really do that anymore. I do tend to go down the more wearable looks, slightly more neutral colours. I think just as I'm growing older, it's just what I gravitate towards at the moment. But I fancy doing something a bit fun, so I'm actually going to do a look inspired by one of my old looks. So I wanted to do this one here. We'll pop it on the screen as well. But it's a very simple, colourful eye. It's 3 colours only. The technique was actually really simple, but it looks quite fun. So it was just white and blue on the lid, gold underneath, and then I used a gold line here, and that was it. Simple, but it looked good. People enjoyed it, and it was so much fun. So I want to recreate that, but I'm going to mix up the colours because there was actually a palette I really wanted to play with as well, which was the Ether Beauty and Moonlight palette, because it's been such a long time since I've played with this palette, and I saw Ether Beauty kind of advertising it this month, so I thought, oh, let's do that. So I've got to decide on kind of the colour theme I want to go down. So it's only 3 colours. I will probably stick to the light to dark on the lid like I did in that photo because it worked, and then a pop of something here, but what that pop of something is I don't know. Part of me wants to do something like the silver to pink on the lid, and then actually the pop of green as the accent colour, because it kind of gives like summer vibes. Yes, possibly a bit springtime of a look. I don't know, what do you think? Not that you can actually answer me right now, but yeah, I think that's kind of the colour combo I want to go for. If you're looking at this palette and think, oh no, there's a better colour combo to do, let me know, because I want to play with a bit more colour. I obviously love this palette. I just haven't used it in a long time, so I'm happy to play with this again. So give you suggestions down below for sure. I thought I will do my whole face because I know I've done quite a lot of just eye focus videos. So I will do my whole base as well, because this look, I said, doesn't really take too long. It's quite simple, but it's still fun and creative. And do ignore my arm. If you see swatches, I'm doing a test video for a setting spray for shorts. So that'll be coming soon as well, if it's not already up. No, I don't think it will be up yet, but I'm just testing something out. I think the base is quite nice and light, I think. I actually want to go in with my Madeira CC City Cream, because actually I'm almost out of this and I'd quite like to finish it up so I can chuck it into my January empties. So I'm actually going to go, but I'm going to go with primer first. So the Hello Sunday SPF 50 primer, the illuminating one. So again, I think this kind of, oh, I'm running out of this well. This look suits the glowy skin as well. So Madeira City CC Cream, like I said. I think I'm almost pretty much out of this. We'll see. Oh, crikey. Yep, I think we're done. So I can use it up there. I can chuck it in my January empties. That's perfect. Okay, I'm using my Real Technique sculpting brush and just go in. Should actually pick out a few different products for the base I don't use on a regular basis, because I feel like at the moment I've got my certain products that I go to, especially like for blush and highlighter. And I thought, let's mix up a bit, let's get some use out of some other products for today. Let's just make sure I blended that all in using a mirror. I have a habit of using the viewfinder as a mirror, which is always a bad idea because I look in the mirror and think, oh, that needs a bit more blending. So next in, concealer, the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I have mine in 0.7. So we're going to go under the eyes, around my nose, and then the chin area. I'm actually going to let that sit for a bit to build a bit of coverage. And then we're going to go with blusher. So I actually fancy using the Rare Beauty blusher today in the shade Joy. Pop of orange. Just trying to remember not to go too heavy with this because it is a very pigmented blush, but I'm going to go in with the same brush as I used for the blush for my foundation, because this will really help blend it. I thought it'd be an interesting contrast, because obviously I've decided to go for a bit more, like with this palette in general, I think like the pinkier tone blushes would suit, but just to mix up in a bit of a contrast, I thought let's go with orange blusher. I know this is kind of a bit more my summer blusher, but let's mix it up. But yeah, I'm purposely only using one dot to not be too heavy on the skin. And yeah, using the same brush as for foundation will help blend that in a bit more. And actually, do I need a bit more blush or am I good? Oh, I think I can get away with just a little bit more. But I mean like half a dot on each side. But I say that's probably as much as I need to go. Just focus that mainly here. Again for highlights, I wanted to mix up, and I feel like I haven't used the Pie Impossible Glow for a while. This is in the shade Rose Gold. I'm going to pop some on the back of my hand first. Again, I keep putting my mirror away, but I need my mirror. I'm going to use my hands for this first. And just dab onto the cheekbones. That nice glow. A brush and make sure that it is nice and blended into the skin. Now we can go ahead and do the concealer. Now it's had some time to sit. It just helps it, I think I mentioned before, it just dries it down a little bit. And so it starts to set and it just adds a little bit of coverage. Obviously if it's a really fast setting concealer then you can't really leave it for too long, but this one you've got a bit of playtime so you can kind of get away with doing it. And it just means it just gives you a little bit extra coverage. Perfect. Right, what I'm going to do now is go ahead and set my skin. So using Madara powder in the Air Equal one, this is the translucent one. Using my Real Technique setting brush first. And we're going to go under the eyes. A little bit of silence in the nose. And 100% my chin area. What I will do is take a slightly fluffier brush and just do like the perimeters down here. Right, I'm going to go with setting spray, but I'm going to do it right at the end. Like I said, I'm filming a mini first impressions on that. So if it's good, it will feature in future videos. The only video I know it won't come featuring is I've got a concealer video coming up, which I've already filmed because it has to be quite a long wear test. So I filmed that already, so I wouldn't have used it for that test. But other future videos, if it's good, you should hopefully see it. Okay, for the eyebrows, I'm actually going to keep it super simple, and I'm just going to run my Kosas Airbrow through my brows. This is in black brown, just to add a little bit of definition and colour, but nothing too crazy. Keep it nice and, yeah, keep everything quite nice and light, so then the eyes really pop. Okay, but just ignore this eyebrow. I actually put a massive splodge right at the front of my brow. I've tried to tidy up as best I can, so we might just have to ignore that one slightly. Okay, going in with eye primer next to prep and prime my eyes. Okay, now I've zoomed you right in so we can have a look at the eyes together. So like I said, it's a very simple look actually. 3 colours, but it did look quite fun and quite bold on the eyes, so I wanted to recreate it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this silvery shade from the Moonlight palette on a flat, well, this is a blending brush, but it's quite a flat blending brush. It's the Sigma brush, and this is going to go in this inner centre bit. So what I need to do to begin with is just pat down, take it into the inner corner as well, just pat down. Same on the other eye. Like I said, you'll see just how quick and easy this look was to do. But I'm hoping it'll kind of help me get a bit more creative with certain looks again. Okay, so that's what I did there. Then I'm going to go in with this pinky shade from the palette. Same brush again. Tap off. And again, I'm just going to press that onto the outer portion of the lid this time. And then kind of pat over the two colours to start blending them together. Not worry about the outer portion blend just yet. So I'll do the same with the other eye. Then what I'll do is I'll just take a fluffy brush, kind of blend out these edges slightly. Mainly the pinky purple side. And then I'll take a slightly smaller fluffy brush and just make sure I'm happy with the blend in between the two colours. Okay, and then for the fun pop of colour, let's take a nice pencil brush. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go with Popper Green. I think that'd be quite fun. So first of all, pencil brush, I'm going to just take this along the lower lash line first. So literally just pop the colour along here. Meet up with that silver shade. The last step, which is possibly not, I wouldn't say it's the trickiest of the steps, but it's one you have to do a bit more concentration with. So more green on that palette. And all I'm going to do is kind of follow the natural shape of kind of my crease, but I'm going just above the crease, but only this inner centre bit. So almost I'm using that silver shade as a guide. And all I did was very gently go back and forth. But literally just a pop. So you can slowly build it up. Try and use the tip of the pencil brush as much as you can. And it just adds this popper shape here, which I think looks really quite cool. And it just adds something different to the look without being too difficult as such. Now all I need to do is add some mascara. This is the Ilia mascara. That's the eyes done. So a pop of colour, something a bit different with that line just there, but I think it's just quite a fun look to do, and it really actually opens up your eyes. If you take the shimmer quite far up, and that almost gives the illusion of like a bigger lid space. But yeah, that is the eyes done. Okay, last is lips. So I'm going to do a bit of a combo. So I'm going to take the inner curl lip crayon in Tan Nude first. Then I'm actually going to take Colourpop's lipstick in Name Drop. And then that is this look complete. So like I said, I kind of really wanted to play with a bit more colour again, get a bit creative. I took some inspiration from a very old look that I did, but just mixed up the colours because obviously I wanted to play with the Moonlight palette. So let me know your thoughts down below. Like I said, if you think there's a better trio of combination colours to do, let me know, we can play around again. But any future videos, leave down below, any comments, any questions. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.